Welcome to Allie's Attic, where you never know what kind of surprise you'll find in my attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise is a national country artist from North Central Ohio. Please welcome Jessica Hannan. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, how are you doing?
I am doing great. How are you?
Good, doing well.
Awesome.
Pretty excited, yes.
Thanks. I know you're busy, so thank you for taking time out of your day to come on my show. So basically, Jessica, tell me your journey into music. I mean, how old you were when you started and right up to now, and anything else you'd like to throw in.
Sure. Well, I started music when I was 12 years old. I started playing guitar, actually. Before, really, I was singing, but I started guitar, and then I started to accompany myself. And my guitar teacher at the time found it was like a competition it used to be a TV show, TNT. And so it was something called Sonic Records. And so I auditioned, I did like 4 songs as an audition. And so I was 12 years old and didn't really think anything was going to happen out of it because it was a nationwide contest. So it was about a month later, I was in school and I got called to the principal's office and I actually thought, oh my goodness, what'd I do? I thought I was in trouble. And so, my mom was on the phone and the secretary was like, your mom's on the phone, she wants to talk to you. So I get on the phone, thinking the worst, like something bad had happened. And
yeah.
She's like, you did it, you won. And I'm like, I won, and then so, it was really neat. I beat out, it was like 10,000 people, nationwide, and I was 12. So
wow.
It was a pretty cool thing. I actually got signed with a record, label, Sonic Records, and I was with them for, about 2 years. And then right before I re-upped, I was getting ready to turn, it would have been almost 15, and the producer that I had a massive heart attack, and so the producer that had taken over, he wasn't as much fun as the other producer when I was a young kid, so my parents decided that maybe, going out on my own would have been better, so then I continued, I was with a live band then at that point. Once I won the contest, I got a live band, and so from 12 until now I'm 30 years old, so 18 years, I've been playing with a live band and touring, across, the United States and a lot, in Ohio is my home state, so, it's been a really fun journey. I did give it up for a little bit, actually, kick myself about it every day. I was like 17 and I, had a boyfriend, and, obviously when you're 17 and you, get a boyfriend, it was more important than music. So, and I actually then went to nursing school after I graduated high school.
Oh.
So I actually work as a nurse too. So my life is so crazy.
I couldn't even imagine.
I work full time as a nurse at Avita Ontario Hospital in Ontario, Ohio, and then, I work as a lead singer, for Jessica Hannan, and we tour all over, and that's my second full-time job. So it's so fun, so busy, but it's been a journey, and this last 4 years have been really the height of my career, to the point where, in the near future, I am going to have to revisit next year and see, what's going on with having 2 full-time jobs and try and figure that out, because that's the time here that things are really blossoming. My single Girls Night Out was released in November of 2016, and then the music video followed in April. We shot it. It was released in June, and so it's really, really doing well for me, and I'm excited to see, we're getting ready to get back in the studio this winter and record another album, so it's going to be really exciting, and see what, where it takes us, and the release of upcoming songs, and we'll just take it one day at a time. So it's
one day at a time.
Thing.
Wow, a nurse, and wow. I can't even imagine your schedule. I just cannot imagine your schedule.
Yeah, it's kind of wacky.
So, your band's best known for the energy they bring to the stage, and they all of you guys love to perform. And it's Ohio's hottest country rock band, which is quite the honor, seeing as it's your home state.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. It's an exciting thing, and it's performing is something that I really have felt since I was born, that it was just in me. Like I love people, and I love crowds, and I love performing, and I love. Everyone always says, the crazy blonde that jumps around on stage. That's me. So
That's awesome.
It's super fun. It keeps the show exciting, and I love to incorporate the crowd and just make people feel like they're a part of the show, because they are. I mean, fans are the reason that you get anywhere. So if you don't have any fans and nobody believes in you and nobody likes your music, and you don't make them feel like, they're a part of everything, and that's like, they're important, because they're very important.
Yes.
It's hard for you to go anywhere. So it's a good thing to understand the way the music world works. So
yes, definitely. Now, you've been called the top female country band in Ohio as well, and you're spending some time in Nashville. Are you still spending time there, or?
Yeah. This year it's been few and far between, though. I mean, we had 60 dates this year for the tour for the 2017, so it's been really pretty wild. And then we shot the music video, and we released it, and I did a few months long of a campaign for Girls Night Out. So it's been really, really, really busy. But I'm really hoping that later this fall into the winter, we'll be making another trip or two back down there. It's actually, I'm going to have another call, later tonight with an agency actually in Nashville that I'm looking at, doing some work with. So it's exciting. I do a lot of things via email and phone, but we at least try and make it down to Nashville a couple times a year if we're able to work it in with the tour of dates. But this year it looks like it's just going to be one time that we've been able to make it down there. When we go down, we play and we network and we do other things while we're down there. So I mean, we make it worth our trip, and we work and play and have fun, and so it's a good mix of everything.
Yeah, and Nashville's the place to go from every artist I've talked to, even ones that aren't country. Apparently, it's just a great place to network. Now, you're hoping, like you're not signed right now. You were signed, like you said. I just want to touch too, if anybody wants to hear what Jessica sounded like when she was 15, the songs are called Here Again, One of Those Days, and It's Just Me. Now, are they on YouTube, or how can people find those songs, or are they on your website?
I actually don't even have them up on my website.
Okay.
They're going to be found on a site called Reverb Nation.
Okay.
And yeah, you can go to Reverb Nation and look up Jessica Hannan, and that's Hannan, and you can find all my music on there, present and past. I don't have it up on my website. The only things I have up there is my latest
album,
my latest EP with all of my current stuff. But but it's cool. Sometimes every now and then I listen to it, and it takes me back down memory lane, because I was 15 years old. So that's 15 years ago. So it's like it just seems like it wasn't that long ago, but then again it does, because of all the shows I've played and all the things that we've done and where we're at now. And it's just like, sometimes it's crazy just when you think about it, but then other times it's like, man, that doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
Yeah, so. It feels like it was yesterday. Okay, so you're hoping to be signed by a major label or an indie label, correct?
Yeah. The overall goal, obviously you can do this without being on a label. It's not like it's anymore. I mean, obviously the music industry has changed so much. Years ago, you used to have a label to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really the way that it is anymore. But I still want to be with a label, whether it be an indie, obviously then eventually a major label, like Sony or Curve. But I want to get into more of like an indie label and have them, help me network and open doors and meet people. They have connections and, helping me navigate my way through this. I've done everything in my career up until, present day, by myself with no manager and no agency and no record, no record deal besides the 2 years that I had when I was younger. But I mean, so we've been able to do a lot of this on our own, but the next step is definitely searching and trying to find an independent label to take us up under their wing and help us to the next level. So.
Yeah, and management is so important. I know from talking to all the artists, management is very important. I know for me, management is very important. It is. I hope your dreams come true. I love how it says in your bio, I'm a small town girl. I love how it says a small town girl making her big dreams come true. I absolutely love that saying, by the way.
Thank you.
Now, if you had, because you've been in the business for quite a while and you have done everything yourself, if you had any advice to give a new artist that was just starting out, what kind of advice would you give them, Jessica?
I would tell them to, make a overall long-term goal and then make many small goals and try and reach those small goals one at a time and never lose sight of that big goal, though. Always keep that big objective, in your sight, and always know that, every obstacle and hurdle that you come to, you've just got to find a way around it, and you will. And it might not be the way you thought you were going to be able to do it, but you will overcome anything. And don't ever, ever, ever don't ever allow somebody to tell you that you can't do something. Because anything and everything that you want is absolutely 100% attainable in this world. So just always focus on those small goals and reaching them one step at a time, but always, keep your eyes too on that bigger picture. And just stay focused and stay determined. And if people try to knock you down, use that as your fuel to get to the next hurdle. So
Exactly. That's great advice. Now, what two songs are we going to hear from you?
We are going to hear Shebang, which is a fun, upbeat, kind of today's country. It's got that rock edge that we really bring to the show. And then you're also going to hear Girls Night Out, which is the latest single that's out right now that has the music video to it. And pretty excited about the music video. We have almost 70,000 hits on Facebook on this video, so it's been a pretty big success for us. So it's a huge song, and I actually can't take ownership of the song. I didn't write it. It was written for me by a songwriter, a friend of mine that lives in Nashville, Erica Sunshine Lee. So I want to give her a shout out. I own the song now, but she was the songwriter on it. So
wow,
it's an awesome song, and it's one of my favorites on the EP. So
it's one of my favorites, period. I absolutely love it. Okay, so your music is available all over the place, wherever people can purchase online music, as well as they can go to your website, which is jessicahannan.com. It will be up on my website, linked to your website, so people will be able to find you just by clicking on your name. And I hope all your big dreams come true, Jessica. I love your voice, and I love the country rock edge, like you were talking. And I really like Girls Night Out. It's a great anthem song. I must say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's just one of those songs for women, I mean, I have been stood up, and it's happened to me, and it's like when a guy just does you wrong, it's like you always got your girls, and it's time for a girls' night out,
Exactly.
So it is an anthem song for all of us women.
It is. It totally is. And thank you. I know you're busy. I know you're on your way is it a photo shoot you're on your way to now?
Yeah. I'm actually en route. I'm en route to a photo shoot. So, we've got a busy weekend. I got a photo shoot tonight, and then I'm actually playing Rocking Horse Saloon in Sandusky tomorrow night. So if anybody is in Sandusky, Ohio, come out and see me at the Rocking Horse Saloon. We have a huge night. We're playing 6 to 10, and it's their rolling night bike giveaway, and I was the model for the bike this year. So I was on the cover of the magazine and everything that they pressed for this. So it's a huge event. So
Huge
I hope
event.
to see some fans out there.
Yeah, make sure you get out there. That would be so much fun. I wish I lived in the States. I miss so many shows. Okay, so anyways, I'll let you get on your way. Thank you again for coming on my show. I totally appreciate it, and I wish you much success. And if anything new happens or exciting that you need to share or want to share, just you know how to get a hold of me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I thank you so much, Allie, and it was a pleasure being on the show, and I look forward to keeping you up to date on the career, and, and I will definitely get a hold of you if, in the next year I get, signed with an indie. We could do another phone interview here, and
yeah,
it'd be cool.
It definitely will be. Definitely. Thank you for joining me on Allie's Attic. Keep checking my website because you never know what kind of surprises you'll find in my attic. Cheers!